Hey, this is Areeb Irshad, and on this channel I talk about presentation skills, communication skills, personal branding, LinkedIn, career growth, and so on. Recently, about 2 days ago on LinkedIn, I saw a post from one of my connections, and the caption of the post was something like, "How important do you think luck is for career growth or career success?" Something like that. So I commented over there. It was a very long comment, and I was reminded of a few comments or a few messages that I got when I posted a video way back in 2019 on Food Tech Simplified, and that video was about how I got a job at FFRC at FSSAI without an interview. So basically the video, you can also check out the video, I will put a link down in the description, but basically the video is, I have talked about the journey, that how I got a job and without an interview. It was based on the content that I created. I had started creating content, and I had started my channel way back in 2018, and because of that content someone in the food industry got to know me, and I was at a networking event, not exactly a networking event, it was a conference. I got to connect with that person, and that person connected me with another person who was in FSSAI. And that's a very simplified version of how I was able to get a job. So there are many factors over here. Now you can say that luck was a factor, because it could be possible that if I was not in Delhi, or maybe I was not connected to a specific person, or if I was not creating content, or if I didn't have the knowledge of video editing, or if I didn't have the knowledge of food technology, then you can say that I may or may not be lucky. But here's the equation that I want to talk about. 1% luck. There's 1% luck for your career success. That's what I believe. Let's take some examples. Let's say that there are two candidates. The person A is good at communication skills, and let's say she goes for an interview and she is selected for that interview based on that communication skills. But let's say there's a girl that, and let's call her girl B, and it reminded me of Cardi B, okay? But let's call her girl B, but she doesn't have command over her communication skills, or maybe she is not able to communicate her thoughts at an interview with the interviewer. So are we going to call that person unskilled, or the person who is having poor communication skills, or are we going to call that person unlucky? Because obviously there's a direct correlation with your skills, of how you communicate, of your technical skills, your hard skills as well. But the probability or the luck factor depends on your efforts as well. You cannot just be like sitting at home and expect to get rich or expect to get successful without putting in the efforts, without putting in the action. Let's take a different example. Let's say that there's a candidate who is good at networking skills. Okay, he has built a network while he was in college. And let's say that there's another guy who has thorough understanding of his concepts, of his domain. And let's say that that person is a topper, even a topper or a gold medalist in his college. But he is just focused on the knowledge that is being provided in the college or in the university, and he is not exploring beyond what is provided in his or her curriculum. And he is not networking. At the interview, let's say the both of them are going for an interview, or maybe let's say that that specific college or university doesn't have campus placements. Now in that case, it could be possible that the person who has good networking skills is placed in a company, whereas the gold medalist who was a topper, who has thorough understanding or maybe even has good communication skills, is not placed at a company because of poor networking skills. Now in that case, who are you going to call lucky or unlucky? Was the guy who was networking with people, was he lucky because he was networking, or he got lucky because he put in the efforts? See, you could be, I'm not sure about how you can get lucky in a lottery. Maybe you can get lucky over there. You just buy a ticket and you get rich based on something. You can call that luck, but I would like to call that probability. So if we have got luck out of the way, let's talk about putting in the actions. See, you are lucky if you are born in a privileged family. maybe you are lucky, we can call you definitely lucky if you are able to go to a college, if you are holding a smartphone and you are watching this video. We can call that lucky because there are thousands of students, thousands of people who will probably never get access to education. That is a very big privilege. That's a very huge privilege, I would say. So, but a lot of people take that for granted and they think that, yeah, education hi to hai, matlab, what's the big deal? It's just a college, it's just a degree. But remember that that is a privilege and you have to utilize that. And not only the curriculum, but you have to also make yourself aware about the different domains that exist, explore the different opportunities that exist, network with people, upskill yourself. You have to put in the efforts, you have to put in the action. The more action you take, the luckier you will actually get. Usually people think that how I was able to get a job was very rare and I got lucky, but it's lucky because you haven't seen it happening. 99% of the people, 99% of the students are going to get a degree and then they are going to apply for a job and then that's it. I mean, they will go in a linear fashion and there's nothing wrong with that. But I kind of like to approach things in a different perspective that no one is thinking about or very few people are thinking about, so that my competition is already very less. So I mean, that's my approach, but we can talk about that later onwards. What I want to focus over here is that the more action you take, the better your chances are of succeeding in life. The more you explore, the more you network with people, the more you upskill yourself, the more chances are of you getting lucky. By the way, before you leave, I also have a video which you can check out over here on personal branding so that you understand how you can leverage personal branding, how you can leverage network or putting out content so you can expand your career opportunities. Definitely check this video out and I will see you next time.